Talks College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Southern Miss's offense will be first on the attack. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Raging Cajuns offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Howard. Let's it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with the lead.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Caught in the backfield, it's Chapman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Fires to the right. He's got it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll pull it on the read. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The Golden Eagles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See,
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Caught near the sticks, it's Howard. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap, it's Williams. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. You can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Here we go. Break. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to pound their way in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these simple commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. Slithers into space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Now the play fake. Still looking on the move. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Howard. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Raging Cajuns look to do some damage in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Touchdown, Louisiana! A great catch and run for 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. Was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open.
Makes the grab on the left side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Takes a hit as he fires.
And on money down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Howard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Sampson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to take a shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Raging Cajuns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cajuns. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Braxton. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Metcalf. And they're able to make the tackle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in, it's Montgomery. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette.
The Golden Eagles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Trying to run, it's Davis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to throw, it's Winfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third down, he drops the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pack.
Touchdown, Louisiana! And the stomping has commenced.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Chapman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle, it's Keith. At the 35, he's open. Flying down the left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, better look out! Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence of this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The screen, and watch out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Man, these...
And it's blocked. So that was a 10-play. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Braxton. He wants to take the top off. Snatches it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad.
Picked off to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Trying to beat him to the left. He breaks a tackle. At the 45 on his leg. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Perry. Hard running there. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Holds it in on the left. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is. Lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the... We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Perry. Caught close to the marker, it's Howard. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Louisiana. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
slips through the line. Out of bounds at the 43, and he took that one back not too far from midfield. Great job by the return team. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Handoff from the gun. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
All by himself down the middle. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Perry. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
Breaks away on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.